allows states to support people to transition from nursing homes back to the community, and it also helps states rebalance their system so there's more reliance on community-based services as opposed to institutional services.
I spent 17 months at the nursing home in North Berwick. It was here that I felt incarcerated. I had lost any and all independence at this point and felt my life was as good as over.
I feel like a caged animal. I need permission to breathe. I have a lot of ideas and plans, but that's all there are in here. Out there, I can make them all materialize. I don't know. I'm a businesswoman. I learned to do that on my own. In here, I want to deteriorate and die. I do not plan on leaving here in a hearse.
I was clearly focused on returning to the real life outside of the prison I had been retained in for almost a year and a half.
A good candidate for the Homeward Bound program would be any nursing home resident who has expressed a desire to return to the community or who is seeking information about what their options are to return to the community.
Alpha One is involved in a few ways with the Homeward Bound process. It began with the money follows the person, money that came into the state of Maine to the Department of Health and Human Services from the federal government at the Center for Medicaid and Medicare Services, known as CMS.
I was really afraid we weren't going to be able to help Cindy, and I'll just say it was either the first or second day I met her. You can appreciate that. She looked at me and she said, "I will be very disappointed if you can't get me out of here." So I said, "Okay." Really. So she's very good at being a self-advocate, and I will never forget that moment. So I'm like, holy smokes, we better get her out of here, And so she was the one, in many ways, who kept everything going there when we had doubts, and she had some bumps, some tough barriers in terms of skepticism or concern on the part of the nursing home. And the more we listened to Cindy, the clearer it was that she could do it, and she was right about what she could do.
My life is my own. I'm not told what to do, when to do, and how. I am out of the nursing home where they have too many rules and regulations I have to abide by. I know what I want, when I want, how I want. And it's my life.
Cindy had a computer that she was not able to use related to her disability. We were able to, in my role as an advocate, we were able to get her an eye gaze program that allowed her to operate her computer visually.
I can type, email, to the internet, pay my bills online. I can do everything you can do with your head.
That opened up a whole new world for her. Not only did it allow her to be more actively involved in the transition process because she could communicate with each of us, but she was able to go online, look for housing, do shopping for the household goods she was going to need to return home.
Probably the biggest challenge that we faced as a team was finding Cindy affordable and accessible housing. Things were pretty bleak at one point, but with some good fortune and again the persistence on Cindy's part, housing popped up.
I have cameras and stove in the kitchen and living room and one in my bedroom. And it's good. That's for safety reasons.
Cindy uses an organization called Full Circle America. They provide telehealth or telemonitoring services for folks who might need it. And it consists of a series of cameras, video cameras, set up in Cindy's apartment. Dr. Teal and his colleague Kim are at the other end of the cameras, and they're able to check in with Cindy as needed to ensure that she's safe.
They've been wonderful to me.
Overall, Cindy's transition has been successful, and I base that partly on what we did as a team, but the feedback I get from Cindy, who was thrilled to be home.
It's striking to me to see the difference in her physically between when she was in the nursing home and really, she described herself as a caged animal. She was very desperate to get out of there and desperate to live a different life. Seeing her in her home now, it's striking that she's brighter. She's come to life in some ways that I wouldn't. It's just visually, she looks very different to me.
I love it. I have my legs back. Everyone deserves to go home. Home. Not the home.
I'm very optimistic about the future of the program because we've demonstrated that there are people in nursing homes who want to live in the community and are capable of doing so. And although it takes some of them a long time to make that transition because of the various barriers that get in the way, once they've done so, they are thrilled to be there. They're happy to be independent again.
I have outlived both my parents and know they would be proud of all that I've accomplished in getting this far alone. As my dad once told me years ago, stand up tall for what you honestly believe in and don't back down.